What's going on there, folks? I thought I'd just give you a little update. Many of you wanted to see the finished... Oh, jeez, what the hell is that? There's all types of freaking vermin in these woods now, man. There's foxes and raccoons. They got a fox hole somewhere in there. At night, you ought to hear it. It's like freaking werewolves of London in there, man. They're howling and making all kinds of weird noises. Anyway, it's real early. Just had my morning coffee, but still early. I thought it was going to rain, so I covered it with what I had around. But it came out pretty good. What I can't believe, and we all know about inflation, right? Over the past 4-5 years, but the price of concrete, holy cow, $7 a bag. I remember just 3 or 4, maybe 5 years ago, a bag of concrete was $3. $7. It's sickening. Sick. But anyway, so yeah, that's it, folks. This is what it looks like. I had to make my own trowel. Worked pretty darn good. I might actually have to patent this. Worked really good. And I mean, it worked good enough. Getting to the edges was a little, iffy. But it is straight. If you kind of look, the shed is not straight, if you remember. Because I had a huge root on this side. I mean, just monstrous. That was going to be an issue. And I had this metal stake in the ground here, concreted into the ground. So I said, you know what? And it's not really mine. It's my neighbor's. I don't know if he had plans of... Because this thing moved, but since I put this thing here, this used to actually blow away. I wouldn't say away, but it would blow. And he has a lot of stuff in here. But when we got some really bad wind, this thing would move. So I was just been doing that for a while. I actually helped him build this, but those maybe we were going to tie this down at some point. But this seemed to really help the job site Delta storage box here. And you remember my daughter's little tree here that's growing. But that's it. Yeah, I had to make my own trowel. Worked pretty darn good. Gonna have to hose this off. But besides that, folks, that's it. Probably put some concrete sealer on this because I have some. But it still needs to kind of set a little bit more. Maybe even I'll show it again with it all, with the dirt back, and everything, and maybe a little update for you. But that's about it, folks. And I could have used a little bit more, but obviously probably a quarter of a bag. I would have liked more, but I'm not gonna. Hey, $7 a bag here. But that's really it, folks. I wanted to tell you something about the rigid. Yeah, because I had to use my miter saw. I was going to talk about it, but I don't know if you guys like these videos talking about the old tools and everything. But, that 7 1/4 inch miter, I'll tell you, what a great saw. And that was the first generation, from 2017. Just talking about how this stuff, if you guys have followed me, I started this channel in 2015. And, reviewed a lot of tools over the past 9 years. And a lot of them are from, 2016, 17, the reviews 18, and, a lot of this stuff's still working great. 9 years old, 8 years old, all these companies, you know, we talk about them. Obviously, some are better than others, and some have better warranties than others, and stuff like that. But for the most part, you know, the 5 or 6 major brands, right? Milwaukee, DeWalt, Makita, Ryobi, Rigid, you know, Bosch, you could throw in there, but obviously they have really kind of downsized their tools over the past 8 or 9 years. Now you got like Cobalt and you got Flex, they're in there, but you know, they're all pretty solid brands, obviously made for different, you know, tasks. And you know, some are homeowners, some are contractor grade tools that, you know, are made for that, you know. But again, like we always talk about, and if you do see a lot of, you know, people working on the jobs, you know, you see a lot of, you know, immigrant workers using Ryobi because, you know, that's what they can afford. And I have, you know, plumbers come to the house once in a while, and, you know, they're rocking with Ryobi. So, you know, a lot of this stuff is pretty good. Now, again, as good as DeWalt, Makita, Milwaukee, obviously it's not made for commercial contractor use. A lot of it's homeowner tools, but, you know, anyway, what am I yapping about? I don't know. But that's about it. It took 3 bags. All right, I went kind of deep, but not that deep, you know, it's concrete. But yeah, $7 a bag. I think it was like $6.59 a bag. Again, I mean, you go back 10 years. I remember when it was like $2.49 for a bag of concrete. You know, you get a pallet for like $20. Well, $25. Man, a little bit more than that. Matters how many bags on there, of course. You know, and I'm not talking about a full-size pallet, but, you know, you got 10, 15 bags on there. Anywhere from like 25 to $40. 3 bags, over $20. All right, folks, I was going to go live, actually, but, man, it changed, kind of setting up for that. I couldn't get it to go landscape like this for some reason. I don't know. But, guys, have a great Sunday morning and a great Sunday day, Labor Day weekend. We'll have some deals, hopefully a little bit later on, but enjoy, folks.